Hello, everyone. I have Adi Amar with me on this call. We wanted to take the opportunity to introduce her to our community. She is coming to Durango, Colorado in September, at the end of September, September 20th. So we are thrilled to have you, Adi. Adi was my yoga teacher. She was the teacher that I found right after my first yoga teacher training when I was living up in Jackson, Wyoming. And I was like, so, I mean, I just adore you, Adi, and I've always looked up to you. And I'm so excited to have you come to our community here in Durango. And I'm looking forward to learning with you and from you. So, Adi, we'd love to hear a little bit about like what lights you up. What are you most excited about in your personal practice right now, in your teachings, in your offerings? And tell us a little bit about your history in yoga.
Thank you, Sarah. I feel similarly about you, so thank you for your kind words. Um, Currently, what I've been focusing a lot on in my own practice is a lot of meditation, breath work, mantra, and mudra.
Mm.
So, the cohesiveness of all of these aspects of yoga along with asana, but primarily exploring more of the vibrational qualities that are evoked and invoked when we participate in mantra and mudra, and how we can really shift our energetic code and really install new signatures, new modes of response through some other tools, not just the asana. So what lights me up right now is really the whole spectrum of yoga. And I've been exploring a lot more than just the asana, and how we can really weave in these different aspects of yoga in a way that's sustainable for our householder lives. So, similar to you, I'm a mother, I run a business, I'm a wife, and there's a lot of responsibilities that I have to engage in every single day. And so, how to really create a practice daily that's sustainable, that's really nourishing, and that really meets me where I am with all the things that I have to do in my life. And so that's really what my primary focus has been as of lately. And yoga came to me at a really young age. I think that I'm very blessed for that. My mother was a yoga teacher, and she introduced me to yoga when I was um, quite young, but it didn't land. It didn't resonate for me until I was a little bit older. So by the time I was 16, I really went for it. And it was actually a heartbreak that led me to the mat. And my heartbreak was so devastating that I just didn't have an outlet. I didn't have a roadmap really to process the pain and the sorrow that I was experiencing. And when I would practice yoga, I'd lay in Shavasana and I would just sob in Shavasana. And it was like this wringing out. I could feel that all this tension and all the sorrow that I was harboring actually had an outlet. There was a release valve for me to process that. And so through this really, emotional turmoil that I was going through, yoga became a boon for me. It became a lifesaver. And I knew that it was something that was important to continue with, but I was young and I was, quite busy and busy minded and athletic. And I needed something really rigorous to start. So I started exploring different methods of yoga. And so my commitment to yoga became really about nourishing my emotional body. But then I came to found that, wow, I can still have this intense physical practice and then work on the other aspects of my being as well. So the mental and the emotional realignment was really a critical piece for me on my journey.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I found yoga too.
Yeah. So I thank the boyfriend that broke my heart At that time, I was not very, I couldn't see the light in it, but it really did. It saved my life. You
Mm,
know, it opened up doors that I would have never opened had that experience not struck me so deeply.
beautiful. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing where your teachings have brought you today, and being a part of that, because it
Yeah.
was a while ago that I lived in Jackson. We've got well over a decade, maybe two.
Yeah. Closer to two, I
Yeah,
think.
I think we are closer to two. Um, awesome. So tell us a little about the offering that you're providing us here in Durango. Tell us a little of what participants can expect. We've got this, you know, we've got a class on Friday. We have two on Saturday, two on Sunday. You can join for the whole 3 days, or you can come drop in according to, what your schedule needs. But tell us about kind of what you're going to weave together for us.
Well, as I mentioned, I've been practicing a lot of breath work, mantra, mudra, and meditation. So there will be those components weaved into every single practice. As far as our asana practices go, I've been doing a lot of work with very specific parts of the body, learning how to integrate to find expansion, to find space, to experience mobility. And where there is space in the body, grace can land. And so a lot of my work is about being in the pulsation, the spanda of life. So learning to integrate, learning to engage. So from there we can expand, and from there we can experience more freedom and more space. So the asana practices will be very specific to different body parts. We'll start by working with the spine, the central channel, and then we'll explore the shoulders and bringing freedom to the shoulders, the neck, the chest area. All of our practices will be inclusive with the mantra and the mudra and breath work. And then we do have one class, I think it's Saturday afternoon, where we'll spend the whole time with breath work and meditation. And, we'll go on a really deep journey. I highly, highly recommend that. If you haven't explored much with breath work or meditation, I will lead you and guide you through very supportive breathwork practices to just bring harmony, to bring equanimity, to bring equilibrium back to your system. And from there, we will go into a deep dive with some guided meditation practices that are really powerful. So if you're interested in learning how to meditate or breathe, it's the one instrument that we always have available to us. Our breath is always with us. And if we learn how to really marry our consciousness to our breath, we can really take charge of every aspect of how we're relating and responding to life.
Mm,
Because our breath is really showing us and teaching us. It is the barometer for how we're engaging in this life and how we can bring, balance and harmony to our system so we can navigate through the twists and the turns and the highs and the lows of our lives with more ease and with more grace, which is what I focus on every single day. So
I
I
love
hope that any of it you'll find inspiring and uplifting and gain some tools, some insights that you can integrate day to day.
Well, lovely. I am so looking forward to having you, and I know our community as well. This is such a treat for all of the yoga seekers in Durango. This is such an opportunity to take a deep dive right here in Durango. You don't have to travel. Bringing her to us. So, yes, more information, anuyogaschool.com, and that will also on the workshop page for Adi's workshop will lead you to her website if you'd like to learn more about Adi. So thank you, Adi, for taking the time to do this, and we can't wait to have you at the end of September. All
I
right,
really
thanks so
look
much.
forward to it. Thank you.